Well, June is National Scoliosis Awareness Month, and joining me now is Luke Stikeleather. He is a chief orthotist for the National Scoliosis Center. Thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad that you are bringing this issue to light. Tell us more about your organization and why screening is so important, especially this month.
Well, thanks. The National Scoliosis Center was created 5 years ago to respond to the need for a comprehensive center of excellence. So our pursuit is trying to bring everything that patients need into one place, having quality diagnostic services with x-ray equipment that's very low radiation, having an orthotist and a team that are working towards helping patients with scoliosis, having a physical therapist. So it's a very unique combination. It really is a model that others are starting to emulate around the country.
And tell us what an orthotist does exactly.
An orthotist is a specialist in bracing of all types, and generally that means that they're creating body braces to deal with issues of the body that are malaligned or in pain, so ankles, feet, knees, backs. It can be trauma related, it can be other things, and scoliosis is a small part of that. So an orthotist has a general training ability for all of those areas. We really focus on specializing in just scoliosis, and that's what's unique about the center, is that that's our only focus.
And I'm wondering too about braces. Are there different types of braces that are better than others, and which do you prefer?
Yes, absolutely. There's been an evolution of bracing for thousands of years, and currently with modern technology and advances in approach, we can use 3D scanning and CAD/CAM simulation software and creating models for patients that are much different than the old style of braces that had been used. And the advances in 3D modeling are so important. So there are braces still being used by most of those generalists I was describing that are typical, but not necessarily effective or comfortable. So our whole focus is constantly on trying to improve the quality, the outcomes, the comfort, and the acceptability by the patient. You know, dealing with young teenage girls for the most part, it's important to make something that looks good and feels good for them.
And tell us why your staff is so dedicated to this cause in particular. Like you said, you are solely focused on scoliosis. Yeah.
You know, we all have passions in life, and this happens to be mine. And so I've tried to find people who would share that passion so that we can do the best we can for this population of patients. Our ultimate goal, obviously, is to keep them from surgery. So I employ former patients of mine. I employ parents of patients who have dealt with this issue. So we have a team all across the board, not all of which have dealt with this, but we're kind and compassionate people who are focused on patient care. And I think that makes us rather special.
It really is life-changing. And aside is when I was growing up, a good girlfriend of mine had scoliosis, had the braces, and you know, she was really concerned, her family was really concerned about how this would impact her life. Now she's running marathons every other day and she's doing really well. So what you do is definitely life-changing, especially with all this technology that has come a long time since when I was in high school. So if people want to get more information and get to that other side where they're sort of reclaiming their life and their mobility, what is it that where should they reach out to? Where should they go?
Well, you know, with the resources available on the internet, you have to be careful, but some really solid places to go on the internet are the Scoliosis Research Society for general information, the National Scoliosis Foundation, also a nonprofit entity promoting education for patients, and our website, obviously, nationalscoliosiscenter.com. So between those, they should be able to educate themselves, become well-informed, and understand what their needs are. And during this National Scoliosis Awareness Month, our real focus is on helping parents focus on their children to do self-observation, to do screening for themselves to detect whether there is a scoliosis there.
Yes, paying attention in advance so they can get in front of it.
Right.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Doctor. Really appreciate it. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after this. Stay tuned.
You're watching Midday Maryland, WMAR's lifestyle show about all things Maryland. Join host Elsa M. as she highlights everything from hotspots to tips and tricks from local experts. Same time, same place, weekdays at noon.